Okay, this is Jarrod again, and my student here from a couple weeks back is Jarrod Smith, and we gave him some things to work on. The main thing we wanted him to do was to make his turn on the backswing, get his shoulder into the right side, and keep his left hip quiet so he didn't turn his left hip as much. Now notice how this is a great turn here, and notice how we're going to go back, and I like to use Tiger Woods as one of my role models because he's so fundamentally sound. Notice how he has kept his left hip. Here's Tiger's left hip. He hasn't turned it very much. Turned it a little bit, knees come in a little bit, but Jarrod has noticeably cut his left hip turned down quite a bit. I'm going to take you back and show you what he was doing from a couple weeks back. Notice a couple weeks ago when we had our last lesson how much he's turned, and he's turned his shoulder a little bit more, but look at how much that hip is turned and the knees come in compared to where he is right now. There's more power in this swing. So he's gone back and really worked on this, and he's got the left leg to stay kind of quiet. This is like the foundation of our swing. It keeps us solid, holds us in place so we can rotate the left shoulder. And Jarrod has the ability to turn. He's very flexible. He's in good physical shape, so he can make this turn and turn this left shoulder so his back is to the target, about a 90-degree turn here, and he's cut this hip turn down tremendously. So his backswing looks so much better than it did before. Now the next thing we want him to do is make a little more of a lateral move with the left hip sliding forward as opposed to turning. Now let's look at him from a couple weeks back, see how the hip just opens up there and turns. Now let's see what happens now. See if he's made any progress as far as making that lateral move. Look at the left hip slide over there. So much better. So it's not opening up right away. So now the hip is moving into the left side before he starts to unwind it. This unwinding of the hip too soon will cause him, in his particular case, to pull hook the ball. It could cause a lot of people that do not have as strong a hands or do not stay behind the ball as good as he does. It'll cause a lot of people to slice the ball off to the right because the body turn to the left causes the golf club to move to the left too soon. The club face doesn't get closed, and it puts left to right rotation on the ball. This swing is so much better. This swing is so much better now because he's stabilized himself on the backswing, and there's a little more lateral bump causing the arms to drop into what we call the hitting slot. He holds the triangle, he stays behind the ball, and that's going to give him a much more consistent ball striking. So we're real happy with this kind of progress. This is the kind of things that he needs to work on. Okay, well, I want to thank you very much for watching this video. Each month we'll have a golf tip of the month, and we'll have a new idea, a new tip for you to work on. Maybe some gal students too that you can see, different things that they're doing. But I do appreciate your looking at my website and the video. Hope you enjoyed it.